Hey guys, it's Izzy and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I want to just chat to you all about school really. I've officially completed year 12, so I basically just wanted to talk about it. A lot of you have always asked questions about my decision to go to sixth form rather than college, and yeah, I feel like loads of you guys are really interested in my education because everyone thinks that I'm about 20 and in actual fact I'm not. So I've got no real structure to this video. I've literally not even planned it. I'm just going to sit to you and chat through year 12, why I chose to go to sixth form over a college and all kind of things like that. So sit back, enjoy, and yeah. The first question I get all the time is, why did you go to sixth form over college? If you did not know the British education system, I'd suggest googling it because it's very complicated. I will quickly try and explain it. Up until the ages of 11 you go to what's called primary school. It's from like 3 or something to primary school, and then you do secondary school, which is up until the age of 16. From there you can either go to college, do 2 years at college, or you can go to a sixth form. Then after you've done that, so once you turn 18, you can then obviously go into employment, or you can go to university or get an apprenticeship, all of that kind of things. But today we're going to be talking about college slash sixth form. So I actually go to a sixth form because my school that I was at for my GCSEs, so from 11 to 16, actually had a sixth form on it. I literally didn't go and look anywhere else because I knew I wanted to stay at my school, because my school has always been really accommodating towards my disability. They know exactly what I want and what I need. They know the level of support that I require, because although some things I do need help with, other things I would like to be left alone with. So I wanted to stay where everyone was familiar with me, so I didn't have to spend my first few months re-educating the staff on my personal needs and wants. So that's the first reason. Second reason, I think personally that sixth form normally does focus on more generic subjects, where a college you do have a larger range of like vocational courses as well. The subjects I wanted to do were pretty standard and quite like education based, so I also wanted to stay there because of that. And yeah, in overall I just really liked my school and I didn't want to move somewhere else, and I didn't have to. So I thought, why not? I may as well stay there where I'm surrounded by people I know, staff I know that can work with me best. And yeah, that's why I went to the sixth form over college. Some of my friends did go to different places, but overall the majority of people at my school do try and stay on. However, it does have quite a high grade boundary to get back in. You do need to get quite difficult, quite high GCSE results to get on some of the subject courses. So the next one, you're probably thinking, Izzy, what subjects do you do? So if you go to a sixth form, you pick 3 subjects. Some people do 4, but I've just stuck with 3. 1, because I'm not sure they'd let me do 4 because I'm not quite intelligent enough, and 2, who wants to do another A level if you don't have to? I don't. So I do maths, business and psychology. All of them I think I needed to get like a B in GCSE to get on. Apart from maths, I needed an A in GCSE to get on it. And if you watched my GCSE results video, which I have, I don't ever know which corner it is, I will tag the video because I did actually film myself reacting to my GCSE results. So if you've watched that you'll know, but otherwise I did get through. I did get the grades to get on the courses that I wanted. So yeah, in September 2019 I started my 3 courses. So I'm now going to sort of tell you what I'm thinking of each course, as I have now done them each for a year. Obviously I have had a 4-month and a bit period where I did have to teach myself because Corona tried to ruin my life. Thanks for that, love. So yeah, I was only at school from September till March, rather than normally it'd be September till July. So I did miss quite a little bit. However, obviously I was teaching it myself, so I've still, done the whole year 12 syllabuses. So yeah, so maths. If you were thinking of doing maths A level, it is very difficult, I'm not going to lie. The step up from GCSE is quite a bit. That is the one that I found most difficult to adapt to and yeah, to do. It is really difficult, I'm not going to lie. It takes a lot of hard work. I definitely would say I spend a lot of my free sessions at school doing that work. It's a lot of work. You have to do lots of exercises through the books and stuff to make sure you've obviously practiced every single topic you've done. So that is the subject where I stay after school actually to do like a after school additional lesson with additional help. So I do that with that one, and obviously during quarantine and lockdown, when I've had a little bit more choice of how to allocate my time, I have been focusing on maths because it's a subject that I could potentially fail. So that's great. But no, I'm trying not to fail it. I am really trying my hardest. I've identified that it is an issue area and I am trying to improve my skills. So hopefully by September, my work over the summer holidays as well as over lockdown will have helped, and I will be getting better exam results ready for year 13. So the next subject I'm going to go on to is psychology. This is my middle favourite subject. Maths is my least favourite because of how hard it is. Psychology, I really find it interesting. A lot of it is interesting. You do about how people's brains work, why certain people have OCD, why certain people may have depression, all kind of things like that, as well as looking at how your memory works, how the brain works, yeah, why people do what they do, what people feel they're pressured to do, all kind of things like that. So it is a very interesting subject. However, you have to remember lots and lots of facts, and I'm like really bad at memorizing little facts. So for that aspect, it is quite tricky to make sure you have the dates. There are a lot of studies that you have to know to prove each theory or fact. So with that, I have you do have to know like when the study was done, the basic like what happened in the study as well as who conducted it. So some of that is quite tricky. However, this is not sponsored. If they'd like to sponsor me, then please do. But I actually use Quizlet. It's like an online website where you can create flashcards, you can make quizzes and stuff. So I've actually put all my psychology work and actually all my business work as well into quizzes so that I can quiz myself and test myself and basically just recall facts over and over again to try and get them to stay in my memory. So that's psychology. I think that's basically all I need to tell you about that one. A lot of memorising things, and there is a lot of detail to things. However, I find it really interesting, so I think that helps me being able to recall it. Yeah. So now we're going to go on to my last subject, which is business. This is my favourite subject. I think my brain works very businessy. Obviously, I have quite a bit of experience of the sort of marketing side of business because I am doing it right now. In theory, I run my own business by doing social media, so I do have quite a bit of experience with working with brands and how that kind of goes down and stuff like that. I also think in my brain it just works very business minded. I'd love to set up my own business one day, so yeah, I just feel like I'm listening to it because I'm like, this is going to help me and my career. So yeah, I absolutely love business. My brain thinks like that, like I said, so I find it, quite a lot of it, quite based around common sense. There is some maths involved in it as well. However, the maths involved in business, once you do A-level maths, is like really easy. But some of my friends who don't do maths at A-level are a bit like, find it a bit more tricky if you're wondering. So yeah, the only thing I would say negative about business is there are lots of words when you have to make an answer. I guess the same sort of goes for psychology as well. You do have to sort of write a 20-mark question, which is like 4 or 5 paragraphs. Yeah, they are quite long. However, like I said, business is my favourite subject, and this is something that if I go to university, which I'm not really sure, but if I was to go to university, I would definitely be doing a business-based course, just because, like I said, I think business is surrounding my life currently, and I also think in the future I would love to be able to run my own business, whatever that may be. So yeah, it's just something that I feel has so much relevance to basically everything. I mean, when you think about it, it has the most real world application than any of the other subjects I've done, or me personally, I think that, because every business, you know, uses these techniques. They're my subjects that I chose to do. I'm overall pretty happy about the subjects I chose to do. There have been times when I thought, oh, I should swap maths, but I don't know what I would have swapped it to. I'm not very good at English. I don't enjoy English, so I wouldn't have wanted to do that. And so yeah, I kind of just stuck with maths and thought, you know what, this is tricky, but like, so are other things, so just get a grip and do it. Really, you know, motivating words. So that is that. This is how my sixth form works. So basically you go in every day, however you're not on timetable to be in lessons all day every day. This means you may have some free sessions. A free session, you can either go home or go out. Our school's located quite near town, so you can go to town, go to the shop, get some snacks, or you can stay on site and use a study room or like the library and do your own work. So I find these really useful, and I'm not being distracted because then I can hang out with my friends, but I can also sit and do work at the same time because my friends may not necessarily be in the same classes as me, so they work really well. I think obviously when you get to like the college or sixth form age, you are left alone to do a lot more yourself, and you have to be quite self-motivated, but I think it's a really good skill to learn, to be able to sit down in a room and do your work when you're not necessarily being forced to do it, because obviously going on to, you know, if you've got a job or going to uni, that is something that you do have to do. You can't get someone to tell you, you know, do this, do that. I think that's basically it. I really like the freedom of sixth form. I think it is more structured than college, which I do like, because I do think if I went to college I would not do my work. So that is a good thing, but I mean I can still leave whenever I want if I'm on a free, so I'll nip to the shop, go get some like Haribo. So I just wanted to tell you how my first year of doing A-levels been. Overall I think it's been pretty good. My results aren't too bad for the end of year 12, or I guess for March. That's the most recent results we have, obviously with COVID and lockdown. So yeah, it's been really good so far. I'm really glad that I did make the decision to go to sixth form rather than college, and I'm very happy with the subjects that I picked. So yeah, I hope you guys liked hearing about my school experience, well, like sixth form experience. I know you guys always are a bit curious about my education. People are like, does she do YouTube full time? Does she do this? Does she do that? So no, I don't do YouTube full time. I am at school full time, so I do YouTube when I have any extra time. Obviously during lockdown I have had more time to do it, hence the 2 uploads a week. When I go back to school that will probably drop back down to once a week, just because I need to be focusing on my last year of school. So yeah, if you did enjoy the video, then make sure to give it a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye!